What to do on a rainy day. So today I'm going to talk about all kinds of different things. A lot of cooking. And how I save money on meat. How I recycle. And cooking Marley's food. And by the way, she did taste it at the very end. You will see that. And I'll tell you what she did. I buy things that are getting ready to expire. You just saw a loaf of bread for 27 cents. Today, after I get through with my hamburger meat, cooking that, then I'm going to fry the bread. I'm going to fry it in butter, and then it will stay almost 2 weeks, if not longer, for sandwiches and stuff. It's just going to be fried, toasted, in butter. And it stays. Otherwise, it's going to mold within a few days. Normally does in a van. I don't know about your house, but in a van, because of the temperature fluctuating, this will mold. This way I can keep it for 2 weeks. Have tuna sandwiches on toasted bread, have grilled cheese, whatever. It's a savings. It's a big savings. And I got the bread for 27 cents. These are ways to save money. Figure out how to make it last longer and stay good. And these are things that I do, and I might spend a whole day just cooking and freezing, or cooking and putting in the fridge because it's just expiring that day. It's still good, but it needs to be cooked or taken care of so that it will last longer and be fresh, still fresh. This is something I do every time I buy meat, and I save so much money. This was 50% off. I saved $7.30. So what am I doing today? I just showed you a package of meat I got at 50% off that's going to expire. I am cooking all that meat. Why? Because it will give it a new life. It'll give it a longer lasting life. So it was 50% off. 90%, 10%. It's a really good meat. Normally I buy the cheapest hamburger, which is still $14 or $15. So this package I got for $8.53. I am going to cook this up, brown it up, and then I'm going to put it in packages and either freeze it, put some of the packages in the freezer or in the fridge, and that gives it a longer life. So when I want hamburger, I can have spaghetti. It's already cooked, it's already done, and it's got a longer life to it. Here's my fried bread. As you can see, I've fried it, and I put it back in the package. So for 27 cents, I can make a ton of sandwiches. Chicken salad, tuna salad, peanut butter and jelly. And it's just fried toast, fried buttered toast. That's all it is, but it lasts a pretty long time. I can also freeze it. Something to think about. So, I got 3 bags out of it. These are quart bags. No, they're not full, because I do get the air out of them. I should get anywhere from 3 to 5 meals per bag. And now they're ready if I want to do spaghetti, fried rice, goulash, whatever it is I want to do. I'm going to freeze all 3 of them because I have another package to cook. I got 2 packages. So almost 5 pounds for $15, which is normally what I'd pay for 3 pounds of the cheapest meat. This is the best hamburger meat. So again, this is quite a savings. I'm going to do the same thing with the bread. I'm not going to necessarily show you when I package it, but when I fry up the bread, I do the same thing. I put it in packages. Some of it I freeze. Some of it I keep out, depending on if I want to make some sandwiches. So, why not have an open-faced tuna fish sandwich? This is that fried bread I talked about, and it's delicious, and I don't use 2 pieces of bread. I fry the bread up just to warm it up and make it a little more toasty, and I put my tuna on it, and that's my sandwich. Why not make your own pasta salad and potato salad? You know how expensive they are already pre-made, and you're not sure what chemicals are in it. This has cauliflower, onion, tomato, cranberry, walnut, celery, and I used this, and this was a $1.50. So I got about 2 pounds, and I'll be eating it every meal as a side dish, as a salad. It's so much cheaper. You're paying $5 or $6 for a little bitty can, about, container about so big. Why do it? You can make a huge... This would be great for a family. Now, I made too much at one time. So, I'll have a sandwich, a half a sandwich, and the salad until it's all done. But it's a very good salad for me. Fresh. I was even thinking of putting red beans in it, or kidney beans. Just thought I'd show you something else you can save on. These are adult wipes. Now, I buy 2 of these packages in a box. $9.97. So 12. 192 wipes. That lasts me 3 to 4 months, and they're roughly between 5 and 6 cents a wipe. I also use them. I'll soak them in vinegar water and use them to clean my pots and pans. So they are multi-use, but they are very inexpensive, and they're very large. They are large wipes, like a washcloth. So you're going to look at this. You're going to go extra large, 12 inches by 8 inches. Okay? Do not flush. No, you don't flush that in your toilet. And this is Assurance. This is a Walmart's brand. But again, you get 2 in a box, or you can buy 5. You can buy 1 package for $5.96. I think it just went up to 6 something. The 2 packages are still $9.97, which they've been for about a year now. This is a savings, and it's multi-purpose. You can use it. You can wash them out once you've done the dishes, hang them up, let them dry, and reuse them over until they fall apart. So here's something else that I do. I buy the tins, the Christmas tins of popcorn. They usually have 3 different kinds in them. I buy those after Christmas. There's always a ton of them left. They're like $3. And then I can fill them with rice, noodles, whatever. The insects don't get in. It keeps them very safe. This particular one I round everything up, and I use for my baggies and some sprays. And then just leave the lid on it, but all my bags are in there. That's a cheap way to go. And I'm recycling this tin all the time. So, it's a constant question, what do you do all day? Well, I just did a video showing you foods I prepare, how I buy my food. I made up my mind I was going to make Marley's dog food. I don't like all the stuff in the dog food, and she doesn't eat it. It's $1.28 a can, and it just sits there. I have to throw it away. It'll sit there for 2 days. She will not touch it. So, I decided I would make my own dog food. I didn't research it. I just said, oh, she likes rice, she likes this, she likes that, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out rice isn't that good for her. I have cauliflower. That's not that good for her. She has, very little. She loves butter. She loves cheese. She loves ice cream. She loves all the things. They're all bad. No, they're not good. And things should be roasted. And it should be vegetarian and other than, turkey meat's the best turkey meat. I don't buy turkey meat, but, I guess I will. I have to figure out if it's cheaper for me to make it or to throw it away. I mean, she's just not eating the dog food I buy. I've tried everything. And I'll mix something with it, and then she'll eat it. But she really doesn't like regular dog food. She likes what I eat. And she'll eat anything. She'll eat spaghetti. And I guess I'm just not doing her any good. So today, I am spending the day cooking her dog food. Well, at least a few hours. So I thought you could go with me on this little trip. I did research, trying to find out what's kind of good for her. And really, they're not that much. I don't know. Maybe she shouldn't eat. It, it's like I have to be a scientist. Really? What did people do before we were so smart? What did they do? Really, it's just killing me. All these restrictions and this and that. Oh, anyway, so here I am. I'm going to show you what I am putting into her dog food and how I'm going to cook it. Okay? And I looked up recipes. I didn't care for a lot of them. I don't carry brown rice. She has to have roasted potatoes, not boiled potatoes. It just goes on. Anyway, here we go. Let's get started. I think I've picked out some right things. Okay? Here we go. So I am peeling a sweet potato. And she does like sweet potatoes, and it is good for her. So I'm going to peel it, cut it up, and put it in a pot with everything else. And I'm using water, no butter, just water. And I'm going to boil food for her. Honestly, let's see how this comes out. 22 minutes to cut up this stupid sweet potato. Yes, it was a big sweet potato, but it was really, really tough. And I don't keep super sharp knives. This was horrible. And now my arthritis in my hands is like killing me. 22 minutes for one little potato. Well, it wasn't little. I just thought I'd tell you. So I'm slow, okay? I'm slow. This might be an all-day process for Marley. Okay, so far I've got the sweet potatoes, and that was 87 cents. The carrots, which were 62 cents, a half a bag, was $1.29. So 65 cents. So what? We'll add it up. I want to see how many meals I get, but now I'm going to do cauliflower. Very little, but I'm still going to do cauliflower. I'm going to boil it in very low water in this skillet. 2 small florets of cauliflower. Not very much, because it's not the greatest, but it doesn't do a huge bit of harm either. I mean, so there's a lot of other stuff going in here too. Green beans, and I'm going to put asparagus too. So I just added 1.5 pounds of hamburger. That's the 90%. Hamburger's not that great because of the fatty, but this is the really, really, really lean hamburger. And now I'm going to boil all this and see what happens. I'm going to try Marley. The asparagus is in a can and the green beans are in a can, and I don't know if I want to do canned. And I don't want to run to the store and buy some, so I want to see if she'll eat this without that. But now it's time to boil. Need a dehydrator. That's what I need, a dehydrator. I put a half a cup of celery in here. I forgot they said that was allowed. So I've got half a cup of celery. So here's my bag of dog food. And I just got some for Marley. It's cooled off. I wanted to cool some off. Marley, are you hungry? Let's see if she even likes it. Come on. You want to come get something? Come on. Come on. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can have it. Let's see if she likes it. Nope. She's smelling it, but it ain't her. Yeah. Marley likes bad food for her. Marley, are you going to eat? Mommy cooked that for you. Are you sure you don't want to eat a little bit? You haven't eaten all day. There we go. So Marley's going to eat. Yeah, good. So you see all these plastic bags that I use, I do reuse them. Like all of the water, I drained it out of that dog food. And if I don't make a gravy out of it with, say, cornstarch, which I'm not going to do, then I put it into one of these bags to throw it away. I don't pour it outside on the ground. I don't do any of that. I put it in the trash. But I use these bags that are already used. I save those. And then I use that for oils or water or something that I don't want to dump on the ground. I don't dump anything on the ground. Nothing. Everything goes into a bag, and then it goes into the trash. So nothing is really wasted. The other thing is I can wash these out and reuse them again. So if I'm at my son's and I have a bunch of bags, I'll wash them out in his sink, dry them, and then reuse them. That's another way of saving money. Well, Marley decided she didn't like celery. She doesn't like celery, so she would take it in her mouth. The minute she'd taste it, she'd spit it out on the floor. So I had to clean up all the celery on the floor, but everything else she was okay with, just not celery. Oh, no more celery for Marley. Thank you for watching. Please, please share. It does help. Thank you for liking and commenting. All of this together helps me get more views and make more money. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.